some tea time with Savannah and Alana.
We put together a ton of questions that we are going to be asking each other because Savannah and I have both lived in Korea for 3 years.
Yes.
3 years for me, 4 years for her. We're going to get going and go back and forth with questions that we made about life in Korea.
And little overview. Alana and I haven't seen each other for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 3 years since we left Korea, or something
It's been
like
3
that.
years since I left. 3 years since I've seen you.
2 years since I left. But we haven't seen each other in 3 years. And so she just flew all the way
From Korea.
From Korea, where she's
Visiting.
visiting.
Yeah, just visiting.
To come. Okay, I don't know where it broke off there. And there's not vodka in my orange juice. So we're gonna continue.
Okay,
I don't know what happened. Well, what did we say?
what did we
She's
say?
visiting me. She's visiting me from. She came from South Korea all the way over to Seattle. I don't know if you heard this before, but she's.
I was in Korea for a week, so we're gonna get started with our questions.
Hey,
So
don't cut me off.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, here we go.
Here we go.
Go for it.
First one. What was your hardest adjustment after you left Korea?
My hardest adjustment. Ooh. My hardest adjustment was getting back into the work scene in America. I had a really hard time. Well, I was a little bit down on myself thinking, oh, I'm not gonna get a good job and I'm gonna go back to waitressing for the rest of my life, which I also enjoy, but it was definitely like getting my foot in the door somewhat. Getting my foot in the door and just giving myself the time to like find what was right for me. So not putting any pressure on myself. That was the hardest adjustment. But now I'm good.
Yeah, I think a lot of us can say the same thing, like for
Yeah.
myself as well. Okay, go.
Worst travel scenario.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
So basically, I was visiting a friend who I went on a safari with many years ago. We met in Ulsan, and I had to connect in the city of Sangju to get to my little town. I get to Sangju and I found out that I literally just missed the last connecting bus by 10 minutes. And I had 5,000 won in my pocket. I didn't know anybody, and I happened to meet your friend, Kos, at the bus station prior to leaving for Ulsan. I got her number, and I was just in such a pickle. I was so panicked. I barely knew her. I was scared to like go to like a love motel or something by myself for the night. I had work the next day, so I was literally stranded in like another countryside town by myself. And I was just so mad at myself for like not planning properly. It was a Sunday night.
Taxi time?
No.
Another time.
It was like for the bus that I missed. I missed the last connecting bus, and I just like, I will never forget that. So, your question. What is one thing you wish you had in your town that Korea doesn't have?
That's a funny question. Gosh. Well, I really wanted to have a Daiso, but then I found one the other day in Seattle, so I really missed that. I'd say like all the cutesy things that you can buy, like the funny stickers. Ow, like, sorry, my leg's falling asleep.
I
Like
love
the funny
Daiso.
stickers that say like phrases in English are all incorrect and silly. Like I wish I could find stuff like that. And I wish I bought more like stationery and weird.
Yeah, I
Weird
love their
stuff.
stationery and calendars.
What do you wish you planned for before you arrived?
To Korea? I wish that I had really prepared my mind for what I was about to get myself into, which basically meant I was moving to rural South Korea in the middle of nowhere. Luckily, I had 2 foreigners there. However, it was very lonely. It was a very desolate place. No train station, no coffee shop. Not a place I would want to visit again, just because it reminded me so much of loneliness. And so I really wish I was mentally prepared for that, because that was a bit devastating to be dropped off in the middle of nowhere, and then you see this amazing time your friends are having in other cities, and you feel like you're missing out on so much during the week. So,
But think of all the money that student loans were able to pay off,
yeah, it's true.
and like how much stronger it made you, right?
Character building time.
Is it your turn? I just asked you that.
I asked you a question.
Why am I throwing it over there?
I don't know. Good question.
Wait.
Okay. What memory stands out in your head about Korean culture? One thing.
Memory that stands out in my head.
Yeah, that's what the question.
About Korean culture.
Yeah.
I
I can ask you another one.
Well, when I just think of like, I think it's very authentic. Korean culture is really authentic. And all of the places that I visited, like the palace, Gyeongbok Palace, right?
Yep, and so
Like, I've never seen anything like that. And so, I think that their culture is very authentic. How many times am I going to say authentic?
authentic. South Korea's authentic.
Yeah, I don't know if I was quite answering the question, but...
Okay.
Okay. How safe did you feel in Korea?
Wow. After literally traveling the world, I can definitely say that South Korea is the top country that I felt the safest in. I never questioned my safety. I never questioned walking back to my apartment after arriving late at the train station.
Yeah.
I never ever questioned my safety. Ever. I felt so completely safe and I never took it for granted. But going to other countries and especially in Asia and around the world, nothing compares. Okay.
I agree.
What's your favorite Korean food?
Well, my favorite Korean food was dolsap bibimbap. No longer.
Okay.
But I really do. I'm like addicted to kimchi for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Especially daikon kimchi with the big radish chunks. That is my thing. Okay. What difference between Korea and American culture was the most shocking?
Culture-wise, the most shocking, definitely how honest Korean people are. And I definitely don't mean that in a negative way by any means, but I think, I mean, I can remember like my first week or two, like students asking me if I was pregnant, and like I was not a big girl then.
Teacher baby.
Teacher baby, and I'm like, what? And I had like little girls just like poking my boob, and like it was very intrusive. The honesty of the questions that you get in Korea for me kind of blew my mind. Like, you know, if I have like a blemish on my face, don't worry, they'll point it out. You know you have it. They're gonna remind you it's on your face, or pointing out, oh, teacher, small face or big nose. So I think the honesty, just sometimes, you know, oh, you look tired, but back here we don't tell people you look tired because it hurts their feelings, and it's something you obviously have to know, right?
We like,
so you don't.
We like to sugarcoat stuff.
We like to
around here.
sugarcoat it, and no one likes to be told they're tired. So
Yeah.
okay, what do you miss the most about your last school?
What do I miss the most about? Yeah, Neil, I miss my students and my co-teacher, and how lenient my school was. I had a lot of vacation that I probably didn't or shouldn't have had. I had a really good bond with my co-teacher Kim Min-jung, and I don't know, I just want to go back to visit, so I'm really jealous.
Maybe you'll
Just
pull
gotta
a
go.
me and do
Yeah.
that someday with your all the frequent flyer miles that
Yeah.
one day you'll rack up.
Okay. What did you take from the experience abroad that changed how you see the world?
Wow. What experience did I take from living abroad? Say that again. One
What
more time.
experience did you take from living abroad that changed how you view the world?
I can recognize that like there are all good people around me, and like not just in Korea, but you also will find good people around in your travels, and when you least expect it, like you will find people to help you and like see the good in you, not just in Korea.
Yeah.
So
In a time of crisis.
In a
there's
time
always
of
someone
crisis.
there.
what do you miss the most about life in Korea?
I miss the easy peasiness, you know, going home from school, only caring about yourself, being a little bit
independent.
selfish, being independent, the decent vacation and the short work hours, and the fun nightlife. Sometimes.
Pick one.
Okay. What do you think of Korean saunas or jjimjilbangs?
Well, I just went to one actually in Seoul. So I went to Dragon Hill, and yeah, what can I say?
Oh.
I love jjimjilbangs. I like to go alone, preferably. I don't like to like go with. Well, I did go to one with you in Japan. Remember? We did
Oh,
go.
that was good.
That was good.
A good one.
I love it, and I especially love it in the winter time when it
Yeah.
is so cold.
Yeah.
I love jjimjilbangs. I love like how cheap it is to like put your stuff in the locker and just go and like steam away, go in the sauna. I love it, and too bad we don't have so many here.
I feel like it really breaks boundaries too with like the freeness of being naked.
Yeah.
And like here in America, we're so scared to be naked, and we're
Especially in front of
we're
friends and
supposed to
family.
be so ashamed of our bodies, and it's just nice to like not care.
I agree.
Okay, what's your funniest school memory? Or yeah, do you have a funniest school memory? I wrote this because I was thinking of something really funny that happened to me.
A funny school memory. I know I have some, but there's not one.
You have funny memories on your way to school, but
at school. There's so many, but yeah, I think I can remember once that a little girl like poked me in the boob in front of all the kids to like touch them, and I just was really embarrassed and surprised. I know she was curious, elementary student, but yeah, that was kind of awkward.
Your turn.
Okay, so what was your favorite memory of us in Korea traveling together?
So me and Alana and our friend Adina. Hi Adina. We were going to go to Japan, and this was not funny at the time, but Alana was having kind of an emergency, and we had to try to go to the ER, and nobody would pick us up. And then once we got in a taxi, the ER was closed. And
The cat wants to see the
anyway,
video.
the cat is trying to get the camera. But so that was a disaster. And then also on our way to Japan, on the way back from Japan, we had like crazy like seasickness.
Oh, the waves.
We shouldn't have even left the shore.
should have never left.
The boat was like, you couldn't even see out the window. Like it was just water.
Yep, I remember that.
And it was just
You were in the back
vomit
throwing
everywhere.
up. And
yeah, I was throwing
You
up.
were
the whole
throwing
time.
up.
I wasn't throwing up. I wasn't even sick until the person in front of me threw up on the floor. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm done. And I didn't take the stupid pills. Take the pills.
Yeah, seasickness
Always
tablets.
take the pill.
Yeah, you take the pills. Yeah, Dean and I were definitely like
yeah, you
saying
guys-
our prayers,
yeah.
like get us back to
I don't
Busan
know.
safely.
It's a bad decision on my part. Anyway, is it my turn?
It's your turn to ask me a question.
What was the funniest quirk about Korea?
Well, funniest quirk. Da, 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 da. Funniest quirk was how in Korea, a lot of people, Koreans, tend to ask a lot of the same questions all the time. Like literally for me, down to my last days at my school before I flew home, I was still being told by co-teachers like, wow, Elena teacher, you still use chopsticks so well. And I'm like, I've been here for 3 years, of course, you know, or, you know, we're eating Korean food and they're like, oh, be careful, it's so spicy. So,
Yeah.
Koreans tend to like to be a little helpful and, you know, protect the foreign teachers at the school and make sure they're okay. But yeah, that was very quirky to get those kind of statements a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, last one, we'll wrap it up. What's the beer like? Who wrote this question? What's the beer like in Korea?
That was Simon's question.
Your husband.
He will not be in the video.
He's not in the
but
video.
He is being supportive husband over there on the couch. So bad.
Pass or
No.
answer. What's the beer like?
I didn't like it.
Cass, right? Usually Cass.
Cass, height. I thought height was better than Cass, but
Okay.
I just didn't care for it. But in Daegu, I know that they're opening I've heard they opened a microbrewery. And Busan had a microbrewery that we visited. So, I think it's gonna get better. I have high hopes. Okay, well,
Thank you so much for watching.
thank you.
Savannah and I made this video for you to answer so many questions about what life was in Korea. And we're reunited here in Seattle.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. So
and hopefully we'll have
thanks
another
for
video
watching.
for you
Oh, there will be
in
another
Seattle.
video.
Maybe
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye.